Hey YouTube, in limited cups, there's always certain Pokemon that dominate. Like Vigoroth is always great in limited cups, Frostlass is always great in limited cups, and for me personally, I always love Raticate in limited cups. So why do I like Raticate? I'll bring it up in a second. I just forgot to put that is the A Raticate. But it has basically everything that I like about a Pokemon, um, except the typing. So stat product, low attack, high defense, high stamina, 2078, like not high, but like good defense, good stamina, 2078 overall, right? Has the stat product that I look for. Movesets, quick attack, 4 energy per turn, pretty quick charging. Damage 3, could be a little stronger, but then you got like 45 energy, 84 damage, stab, 1.87 damage per energy, so good damage per energy for a 45 turn move. And then a nuke with same type attack bonus as well, because you're half normal. So 70 energy, 156 for the return, 2.23 damage per turn, right? Damage per energy. So stat product, great. Moveset, pretty good. Quick attack could be a little bit better, but still very, very strong moveset. Typing, dark, normal. And it's not bad because you only have 3 typings, and one is bug, which there's not a ton of. Fairy is, there's Fairy, but Wiggly is banned. I have seen Ninetales replace it in this meta, but it's the fighting that kills you. You're double weak to fighting. And yes, and why I think it's better in this meta is because, again, Vigoroth, Annihilate, Medi, all banned, so there's less fighters. But there's definitely Poliwrath there, and there's definitely other fighters. So I used an ABB style team to try to pull out the fighter. So Gligar lead, Greedent as the safe swap, try and pull out that fighter. And then hopefully you don't see any more fighters in the back. So that was the thought process behind the team. Let's look at it in action. Again, you don't need to go to Gradient right away, especially when there's a Defense Deoxys on the lead. That is a fighter. You do not want to leave right away. So I will stay in here. I'm assuming it's going to be a Psycho Boost and Bail. Like, I'm comfortable shielding here. The thing is, like, Gradient and Raticate are both extremely, extremely bulky Pokemon in the back. So it's not like I need to worry about shields for those Pokemon. I am going to try to chip this thing, and then I'm likely to go into Greedent to just eat all this energy. Yep, so I grabbed 2 shields right away, which is huge. These Mudshot Body Slam combos on Greedent are insane how fast you get to them. So already out of Body Slam, will launch it. Probably not enough to take out. No, for sure not enough to take out. They will have a Hydro Cannon here. I don't think it's worth shielding. I think it's worth just getting ahead on something on energy. Now, Gligar is going to take super effective, so I think I'm just going to come Eradicate and quick attack down because I'll take the move. Or I'm going to shield the move. Yeah, the Hydro, I don't think there's going to be anything harder hitting than Hydro Greninja on the team. If Defense Deoxys comes back in, hello, I'm half dark, so this crunch will be super effective, and then I'll get out right away into Gligar. I expect they'll come in something in the back. It is a Steelix. As long as I get 1 dig off, I should be in a comfortable position here. Especially that most are running Psychic Fangs Crunch, which will do absolutely nothing to Eradicate. So let's see if I just try and chip here. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to just have to quick attack resisted quick attack this down. And that's fine. Psychic Fangs, Crunch, all resisted unless they have an Earthquake, but even that I will live comfortably, right? That's a stab Earthquake that barely did over 50%. If it's a Rock Slide Thunderbolt, I lose. If it's a Psycho Boost, that's all they can get to. I'm very easily going to live that, and now I will crunch them for the win. So yeah, that's kind of like Raticate's bulkiness coming there. Every time I use it, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot how bulky you are. But I'll take that out there with the crunch. So let's see what's on the lead here. Gyarados. I wouldn't be surprised if I often, with Wing Attack Air Lace being such a deadly combo, I often, in almost all my matchups, do this. Throw and then immediately bail into Greedent to absorb that energy. Because again, Greedent's basically just kind of sacrificial lamb, but sacrificial squirrel, chipmunk? What is it? One of the two. Beaver? What is Greedent? I think it's a squirrel. Basically, I'm sacrificing it, so it's very rare that I would shield it. Nice catch on the Registeel. Again, I'm just going to crunch this as much as I can. Mudshot, super effective, but it's not a hard-hitting fast move. It's a fast-charging fast move. So it's not going to do much, but Lower the defense, get another crunch off if they don't throw. You know, that's all right. So come back in Gligar here. And they try to undercharge that to try undercharge and farm down, but not a rookie here, so I'm not going to let you just farm me down. Get the dig off. That will take it out. Gyarados is low. If Gyarados comes in and it has a move, I will shield and just wing attack down. And then we'll see what is in the back here. It is Galvantula, so that is very nice. I'm just going to wing attack. I'll be interested to see if I shield this resisted lunge or if I just go Raticate. I can do either. Yeah, I'm not surprised I'm doing this because I know I can get to the dig, and dig even resisted from 50%, I mean like lowered attack, should take this out because Galvant's just so glassy. So I'm not surprised I take that, and then I'll just take whatever here on come in quick attack and take that down. Typhlosion. Well, I know they're not going to throw... Oh, interesting. So they tried to catch. I was kind of aware of that. Because I was going to say, they can't throw Thunder Punch because that's resisted. So they have to throw Blast Burn, which means they need 3 Incinerates, which means I'm going to just outpace them. And again, Mantine here. I don't have an amazing matchup for Mantine. So I will just come in. I will stay in here, chip. I tried to get out. I tried to catch the move, but we CMP'd there. So I'm going to have to just eat this Aerial Ace. Come in Ingredient. I can just Body Slam, take this out now, but doesn't make sense when they got a Typhlosion. And like I don't care about this damage. I care about the Blast Burn damage. So let's get some energy here. This will take out. If the Typhlosion comes back in, we'll go 2 and a Body Slam. Again, this will not take out. It's a non-shadow and it's Greedent, right? So this will do like 50%. Yeah. Now I got a decision to make. I assume I let it go and then just try and get ahead on energy, and they Thunder Punch me, which is huge for me because now I can get another Body Slam off. They may try and Incinerate me down to come out with energy. But at that point, I think I just... Oh, so they don't even do that. They just throw the move here. It is just a Thunder Punch. Now, who am I going to get advantage? I assume Raticate to get energy, and that's exactly what happens. And it is a fairy, but it is the best fairy we can see. And it's even better when you catch. It's the best fairy you can see because it's not a charm user. It's a fairy wind user, which means they're going to need to throw multiple moves, which means I can get to these returns. So catching one was huge there. I will obviously shield up anything, and I'll shield up the next move as well. I'm worried about a catch, especially now that I caught one myself, and this is like their second move, and then this is my second return, but they do not catch. So get the return off. This will one-shot again. Now it's whether I can get to this before they get to the Blast Burn. I'm pretty sure they're drawing energy. If it's a Blast Burn, I lose. If it's a Thunder Punch, I live and win. Yeah, it's just a Thunder Punch. So I will take that matchup there. Gligar mirror match. Again, I would not be surprised if I just go throw the Aerial Ace right on 5. Looks like we CMP. I know I win CMP a lot of times with the 8 attack on the Shadow Gligar. And it looks like we CMP'd. So now I think I do this a lot in these matchups is shield, knowing that I'm always going to win anyways. And they get out into their Goodra. So again, I will chip here and come in with Greedent just to absorb the energy. And they shield, so I got the shield back, so that's nice. They'll have energy, which is fine. I will get energy much faster than you. Aqua Tail does not do much. Let's get this Body Slam off. Will 2 take out a Goodra? Goodra's pretty tanky, so it's gonna be close. These stab Body Slam users, Greedent, Vigoroth, like that, like a tongue. That stab Body Slam is such a hard hitting damage per energy move. So quick yet so like effective. So I managed to take it out. Can I get this Body Slam off on the Gligar? Ooh, and it is a core breaker for the back. And this game's over because I don't have an answer for. I don't have an answer. So 1 of 2 things you can do if you want to run this team and you're worried about Carbink. You can either run another Pokemon like similar, like double. but that doesn't help you much unless you're running Wild Charge. Or if you want to just run this, you run Trailblaze. To go Mudshot Trailblaze. Again, I don't like running Trailblaze on Greedent because Trailblaze boosts your attack and the Mudshots do nothing. So unless you're going to boost your attack to then throw a bunch of body slams, it's kind of a useless move on Greedent. But if you're bulky enough to live a ton of energy, you can just boost your attack with Trailblaze, and then those body slams become even more effective and quick, and they come quick too, right? So speak about, again, look how quick these body slams are coming. Getting the second one off here. That will take out if they don't shield. So they do shield. They're going to farm down. That's fine. I'll come in Gligar. I pulled out the fighter, so that's great. I really don't want to take a Shadow Ball. Or, yeah, I assume it's a Shadow Ball. If it's not, everything's resisted, but it is a Shadow Ball, and I think it's worth shielding that up. So I got some energy. So if the Steelix comes back in, I will be able to get a dig off pretty quick here. Guzzlord, sorry. Guzzlord. Steelix was... I missed the first part where I was talking about Greedent. Get that off. It is a Salazzle. And again, this is just... Look at these. Incinerate damage does a lot. Especially on a Salazzle. It's very attack heavy. And those quick attacks are adding up like crazy on there. But look at that. 3 Incinerates. Don't even put me in the yellow yet. And I'll take a Poison Fang here. And I'm now in the yellow. And I now get to the move to take them out before they can do any real damage on me. I really like Raticate in limited metas. Again, just that normal dark typing. I guess Obstagoon made it work for a while, but again, you're not seeing a lot of Obstagoons anymore. Here we're gonna see whether there's an Ice or Fairy. It is a Fairy, so we're probably gonna stay in and get at least one off. I will have to try and get out soon. There's a lot of damage being taken. I don't love how much I'm taking. Okay, yeah, there's your Greedent. I do shield, which I always say if you're going to be in the spot, don't shield because you don't know what's in the back. If I can just get punished by something in the back, like if it's a Carbink or something in the back that just punishes me, that'd be a really dumb team. But if it's something that can punish you, burning a shield on the front end there just to get punished on the back end is not a smart play. So they're staying in, which means they may have an answer for Gligar in the back. So getting this Body Slam off is probably key because I expect them to maybe have an answer for Gligar in the back, or they don't have an answer for Greedent in the back, and that's why. Okay, this is a decent answer for Gligar. But this is where Raticate's going to come in, because I'll take the Resistant Snarls and the neutral Aerial Aces for what would be a very hard-hitting return and neutral quick attack. So get the dig off. That is great. Brian will take me out here. Let's see what... I assume I'll let it go and just come quick attack and crunch. Assuming I can just outpace on the back end here with quick attack return before they aerial ace me down. Don't get to a move. Okay, good. They could have probably got off Brian there, I feel like, but I feel like they're getting very aggressive to try and get to the sludge. Get the return. That's great. They have no shields left. I have one, so I'll shield this up. Just go for the second return to take this out. I'll live an Aerial Ace. What they'll probably get here. I'll probably live 2 Aerial Aces, quite honestly, if they somehow get to 3 before I get to 1 return. But they do not. And the return as a very hard-hitting neutral move is going to go through. So Hypno. I've seen a couple Hypnos now. Again, I'm just going to go with the Aerial Ace and then I'll get into Greedent. I've seen a couple Hypnos now. I don't know. I know Verg still is way better than me and still lives by it, but I guess I don't know. It's just the moveset that I don't love. So they come in to Ferrothorn. So I'm just going to have to go neutral crunches because Body Slam's resisted. Power Whip is going to hurt here. Will it do 50% on a Greedent? If it doesn't, it's going to be 1 HP. Okay, a couple HP. So I get this crunch off. They can probably farm me down if they want. And that is exactly what they're going to do. They're just going to go for the aggressive farm down here. And now they're going to have at least a couple power whips. So I'll shield one. I think I have to take two, but I think I can live one. Yeah, they're definitely at 2 moves here. But now they're dry, so I may be able to farm down. Ooh, Hypno comes in to try and snipe. Get this Aerial Ace off. May not be enough to take out, though. It is not, so that confusion registered and took me out. And now we're at the part where I have to just go crunch. Because return's going to be way too long, and these Hydros are going to come fast and really freaking hurt. So I'm going to shield up the first Hydro, but I think I'm just going to be outpaced here. If I remember, yeah. I know Crunch is resisted, but I know it is a Greninja. I probably should have thrown the Crunch. I just get outpaced here. And I try and like farm down. And then I'm like, okay, I can't farm down. They're going to get to a move, so I throw a Crunch. But I'm now at a Crunch. So I should throw the Crunch, but I tried to get the return and they take me out. I don't know if a resisted Crunch from Eradicate takes out Greninja from this range. I doubt it from like 30+%. I'd have to look it up after. Obstagoon into Gligar. Again, I'm definitely going to chip here. I may go into Eradicate here. Let's see what I decide to do. Yeah, just because Mudshot's resisted. But Mudshot Body Slam so fast, and I'd be able to take it out with Body Slam. And now I'm shielding a Dig. They're going to just commit to the farm down. Okay, I see what I'm doing here. I was just going to commit to the farm down a shield, but I'll have at least one return and not give them a lot of farm. In fact, I definitely stopped attacking there, so they would get even less farm on this. But get the return off. Good chip there. Why did I do that? And now it's a Jellicent. So again, I'm just going to throw this Aerial Ace, mostly just to burn the Switch Clock, because I just need to get into Greedent, which is going to resist this. And now they can only throw Surfs. They're within Crunch range, so I'm in a pretty good spot. And I'm just farming up a bunch. The Surfs don't bother me, and the resisted Hex definitely don't bother me. But the Obstagoon will bother me, so I wanted to come out with a little bit of energy. But I also want to like burn shield or take this out if they decide to just shield it. So it's like a being aware of like you don't want this to come in with you with no energy and just counter you down and get a bunch of energy. At the same time, I didn't really want to leave this as alive as I did. But I can take this Night Slash. Hex is not going to be enough. They're going to have to throw Surf, and now it's just a race to the move. We're both trying to get to 2 moves, and I will outpace. I cannot believe how Gligar became so meta. It's such a crazy thing to... Again, for those of us who have been playing since Season 1, it's such a crazy thing to think about how this has become a top meta in this league. Okay, Defense Deoxys again. I would not be surprised if it is a Psycho Boost and Bail. But maybe they'll get to 2. Again, these often get to like either 1 and throw right away, or get to 2 and throw 1 and then bank 1. So I will shield the Psycho Boost. Again, it would put me below 50%. I'd rather not have that. When I got 2 bulky Pokemon in the back, it is a Greedent. I'm going to chip with Aerial Ace and then go Mirror Match, I assume. We CMP. So they'll get a Body Slam off here. So maybe I'll go a little more farm here before I go into Greedent. Come on, man. You got to go. Yep. You cannot leave a Defense Deoxys against 2 things weak to fighting. So the switch timers are really desynced here. Which would not surprise me if I just like always do what I did last time and just make sure you have a lot of energy coming out of this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to make sure that I'm close to a crunch at all times in case Defense Deoxys tries to like come in and counter me down. And hello... What comes to counter me down? A double counter team, Defense Deoxys and Poliwrath. Poliwrath, for some reason, shields. Maybe they were worried about the Trailblaze. But now I need my Switch Clock to go quick. CMP here, I need to shield because I need to get this out of here with Gligar. I cannot have my Raticate see this. My Raticate can somewhat deal with Defense Deoxys. It cannot deal with this. And they shield, which is an interesting choice because I'm going to outpace. Maybe they don't know how much energy I have. That's probably, they probably don't know how much energy I have because now I just took them out. Now they're just going to burn energy on Greedent, which means I can come in with Raticate and farm down with Quick Attack. And then they are super low. I can now just crunch this out and then Quick Attack down, Quick Attack crunch the Greedent. And live multiple Body Slams. I should be able to live multiple Body Slams. Again, just how tanky I am. But I can Quick Attack down. See, it's bulky Pokemon. You just need to like watch your fighting weakness. And again, steals would not steal. Well, two things. Charm would hurt. I don't really have a steel for a charm or poison for a charm, so charmers would be a little tricky. But again, if it's not, if you can potentially, depending on how fast they get to their charge move, potentially get to a return and really hurt them. Steals are also a bit of an issue with this team. Steals and rock, because you only have like the dig on the Gligar. Again, we saw Carbink kind of wall Greedent and Raticate, and so it's a bit like a Steals. Yeah, Steals and Rock are tough for overall this team if you think about using it. So yeah, maybe put the Trailblaze on Greedent. Again, I just don't love Trailblaze. That is it. So thanks for watching. I plan to pump out like 5 videos today. It is summertime. Okay. I always feel the need to talk for a couple minutes at the end of these videos. I don't know why. I could just sign off, but I never do. Anyways, my father-in-law has a cottage like an hour and a half from here that my wife and kids love going to. I don't love going to it for starters, just like a couple issues. But the main issue is I'm also working. So I can't go because I'm working and I'm not taking holidays to go. So they go for like 3 or 4 days at a time and then come back. So they're leaving today and coming back on Thursday, which means it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is because I'm working during the day, so I can't really do much about that. But what would then be me getting off work at 5 and being with the kids till like 8:30, that is now my time. So I could like pump out. I have other things to do, like I need to so what are you going to do with all that free time? Well, I'm going to shoot videos during that time, and I'm going to do all these chores that I have to do because I need to cut the grass. We have her cousin coming in with their baby on Friday, and the house is a mess, so I need to like vacuum and clean up crap. And we just got a new vacuum for the couches because when you have a 5-year-old and 2-year-old, the couches are all freaking dirty with food. So we got a new couch vacuum, so I need to vacuum the couches and stuff. So yeah, free time to do a bunch of chores and videos. Anyways, that's my life. How about you guys? How are you doing? Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.